Hello everyone, Smiley here. Happy Saturday. Happy book launch day. How are you all doing? Just if you see my sunflowers in the background, they're pretty. Got those from, I can't remember, was it Aldi or Lidl? Can't remember. Let's just check I'm in the right place before I come on and start talking. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Come and say hello. Hope you've had a nice day in the sun. You didn't get rained on. I've had a lovely day today. I've been out shopping. Got some new sandals in the sale. I wanted to come on and say, I can see myself, thank you very much for all your good wishes. I've had some really nice messages from people. I had a client actually, a lady who I work with her whole family on one of my intensive programs, and she sent me a text message. I haven't heard from her for a while. And she said, oh, we're putting all your stuff into practice and it works like a magic formula. And I was like, yay! So they're obviously in the zone now. And she said, I just wanted to message you and say congrats on being a published author. And some of my friends tell me how vulnerable that can be. So I hope you're okay. And I just thought, oh, she so gets it. She gets it. I'm excited. I know I'm a bit flat now. I'm excited. But I am a bit flat because I'm a bit like, that sort of zoning, a bit overwhelmed. I felt like this when the cards first came out, and everyone's like, you should be out drinking Prosecco and celebrating. And I don't drink, guys. I haven't had a drink for, I don't know, about a year, maybe longer. I'm not a drinker, so I've got my fizzy water here. So I'm gonna drink. Cheers to the book. So I've got the book here. Look at that. There it is. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da, which is really exciting. And I didn't know. I was thinking I might just read a little bit from it. So if you go onto the Amazon page to order it, so if you go to my website, smileyforlife.com/book, it tells you how you can join the free book club. So when you buy the book, you can join the free book club. We're going to be having live chats and talking about the book. Hi Claire, hi Elaine, hi Erin, lovely to have you here. How are you all doing? You all right? It's nice to see you. We're going to be having chats about the book because the character in the book, Ruby, goes through a bit of a transformation. She's very angry and anxious and confused, and she meets Nettie. That's Nettie. And Nettie helps her to find her balance, to find herself again. And so you can join a free book club, and I'm probably going to do some live calls in there and talk the kids through it and go through some of the exercises. So that's going to help children that struggle with their big scary feelings, especially if you're a Wildheart, strong-willed, sensitive child. And there's also the launch party, which is on the 8th or the 9th of September? It's called a Wildheart huddle. So a huddle is like a meet-up for all the Wildhearts, and we're going to do workshopy stuff, and we're going to have cupcakes and all sorts. I haven't planned it yet. I've got some ideas in my head because I do feel like I should celebrate it. But I struggle with that. I still struggle with that, guys. I'll be really honest with you. I struggle with being seen. Like, part of me got on Instagram last week and had a massive rant about people that don't reply to emails and don't say thank you. So that pushes my not being seen buttons because I feel ignored. And they're really old wounds, big hurty bits. And then the other half of me is going, well, now I want people to see me because I need to get the book out there so I can help as many people as possible. And I was talking to my therapist yesterday, and she said the fear is of being seen for most people is if you really see what I am like, you know, the human part of me, the shadow part of me that I don't like, that you'll all run away. And actually goes into that in the book, really, about how we kind of, one of our biggest fears is that people won't like us. And as Ruby goes into the wilderness and meets all the other children, she discovers that they all have the same fears too. Because I think, you know, we're all human at the end of the day, and we all worry about the same things, and we all want to be loved and connected to each other. So I think my biggest learning from writing this book will be that I'm going to get 1-star reviews and I'm going to get criticised, and it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it's my story and it's what I want to put out into the world, and I should just celebrate that and yeah, not let that stuff get to me. So it's going to be challenging. So I was going to read to you. So chapter 1 is actually chapter 1 is called The Crossroads, and it starts at the end of the book. So I don't want to read that to you because that's kind of where the character is at the end. But I was going to read chapter 2 where you meet Ruby, the main character. See if you recognise her. You might recognise her. You're probably going to see yourself in her anyway. So have a cup of tea, sit down, make yourselves comfortable. So chapter 2. Oh, this reminds me of reading out in front of the class at school. It's one of my things that I hated. So now's my chance to read it. Read it the way I want to read it, isn't it? Read it the way I want to read it. Getting to know you. I don't think we've met. My name is Ruby and I'm 9.5 years old. I'll be 10 on Valentine's Day. St. Valentine is the patron saint of love. Being born on a day that's all about love makes so much sense to a girl who had to search hard for it. I was born 2 weeks early, and even now I hate being late. Lots of people think I'm older. I don't blame them. I have a very wise head on these young shoulders. Once, a funny old lady stopped my mum in the supermarket and told her that I was an old soul. She claimed that I had been here many lifetimes before and I was a time traveller. I think that's a bit bananas, and I'm not really sure if I believe it. One thing I do know for sure, I'm a Wildheart. I have a feeling that you are one too. Once you've read this book, you'll feel indescribably good inside, like you've just whooshed down a great big water slide with both your hands in the air. Even better, once you've read it, you can't unknow it. It will speak to your heart, your wild heart. You won't forget it, but why would you want to when it's the very thing you've been searching for all this time? You're home. Put your feet up. You belong here. You're going to find your place in the world. I totally understand that searching feeling. Not like the missing sock that never made it through the wash, or the coins that have fallen down the back of the sofa. No, this was more of a hole, a feeling of emptiness, and no matter what you did, it couldn't be filled. So I want to take you to the wonderful wilderness where you will discover that you need to live what you need to live your best life. It's not something you learn at school, and sometimes not even your parents know. It's not their fault. They can only give you what they have inside of them. Together, we're going to pay attention to your sad, hurty and angry bits. You'll see. Despite what you may think or what you've been taught, all your feelings have important messages for you to understand. Every moment you spend with this story will ease your bads, mads or sads. For every step you take towards knowing who you truly are, your life and the world will be a better place. No matter what anyone tells you, the world is definitely a better place with you in it. As you feel less sad, hurty and angry, you will grow in confidence and you will inspire others to do the same. You'll show others the way because that's what wild hearts were born to do, to lead and to teach. Now you're asking, how do I know if I'm a wild heart? For as long as I can remember, I thought I was weird. I thought I was strange and not like other children. Not that I thought I was special, but more like I was wrong. I was wrong and bad. Now that is a pretty yucky recipe and feels like poo. Being wrong and bad will take you to all sorts of nasty places in your head. None of them are real or true. They are simply places in your head, but it's quite hard to escape. And not because your brain is attached to the rest of your body. It's your brain. It believes what you tell it is true. So if you're making yourself wrong and feeding your brain negative, critical and mean thoughts all day long, it will feel like poo in your body. You're meant to feel safe inside of your own body. It houses the spirit of who you are. It's the place where nobody is allowed to go to unless you say so. Your spirit is the essence of who you are, and that's precious. There is only one of you in the world, and the world needs your preciousness. You were born to do great things, and so was I. But people had invaded my inner world without my permission. Nettie said I was like a soft white lychee without a skin. I didn't come with my bumpy greenish pink skin to protect me from the body snatchers. I think that's enough. Is that enough? So you'll learn all about Ruby and how she doesn't like herself very much. And she doesn't feel like her family understand her. And she doesn't really feel like she fits in. And then she goes to the wilderness and she meets all these other children. And there's 9 other children in the book. So if you can't see yourself in Ruby, you're probably going to see yourself in the other children. We've got Aurora and Cam and Harry Who else? India, JB. I don't want to forget any of their names. I can't remember them all. So yeah, so it is a bit like Harry Potter meets Enid Blyton's Enchanted Wood meets Smiley Coaching. So it's a bit different. Excited to read more? Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. So has anyone got any questions about anything, about the huddle, about the book club, about the book, or just anything in general that they want to ask me? I do feel funny. The Amazon, the book was on Amazon early in the week, but I didn't tell anyone. You can get it on Kindle and you can get it as a printed version, and I didn't want to tell you because I wanted my copy to be delivered to make sure that it was okay, because it's printed on demand, so you can't see it. So I ordered my copy on Wednesday and it arrived this morning. So that was nice. That was a nice surprise. Yeah. I wish my energy was a bit more like upbeat. I just feel a bit overwhelmed, I think. I've been brought up not to show off. So I feel a bit uncomfortable coming on here and going, yeah, read my book. But I am proud of it. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was a little girl. So it's tick off the bucket list, isn't it? Yay! How are you all doing? Tell me about your days. And are you broken up for school? And are you going on holiday? And are you happy? Tell me how you are. Let's talk about you. I'm more comfortable with that. No? I'll give you a chance to catch up. You can see I've got some notifications on here. I have had some really nice... so I had about 5 children who test read the book for me. And I picked boys and girls, and I picked different ages because I wanted to kind of see that it hit the mark. And they all came back and got it. They all got what the book was about and what I was trying to do. So that was really nice. Sort of saying it was quite inspirational and it was quite clever the way it was written into a story, but there was still a lot to learn from it. And you know what? I think parents will like it as well, because I think parents will get something from it. Oh, my voice is going now. Here we go. All right then. Well, thanks for those of you that have come on along to listen to me. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can find out everything you need to know about the book over at smileyforlife.com/book. I'm going to go and cook my tea now and probably collapse in a big heap on the floor. Sleep well tonight. And I will come back online next week. That's what I was going to tell you. I've got one more episode for the podcast to do for this summer. Then I'm going to have a break from podcasting this summer because I will be promoting the book and running the online book club. So there won't be any more podcasts, but that will give you the opportunity, for those of you that like the podcast, to catch up on all the episodes that you haven't listened to, or listen to the ones that you love again. Right. Okay. All right. I'll see you soon, everyone. Take care. Bye. Bye.